Looking for a fun and unique board game to challenge your senses? Then why not play Feel It, the game that brings you to your senses. Feel It is a unique sensory board game for all ages that involves a combination of your senses with some strategic twists. So here's how to play. To start the game, each player receives 2 clue swap cards, which can be played at any time during your turn. These cards can be used to ask yes/no clues or to swap the object if you're struggling to guess what it is. Play begins by simply rolling the 6-sided dice. When a player lands on a green or red square, their opponent will select an object from the corresponding coloured bag. The green bag is easier to identify objects, whilst the red bag is objects that are slightly more difficult. The opponent to the player's left then looks at the object without the player seeing it and places it in the black Feel It bag. The sand timer is turned over and the player now has 30 seconds to guess what the object is. Guess correctly and throw the dice to move forward once more. Get it incorrect and the turn ends. When a player lands on a yellow square, this means that all players get to feel the same object without seeing it. The player selects and places the object in the black Feel It bag, and each player has only 15 seconds after the sand timer to feel the object. Once everyone has felt the object, on the count of 3, all players say out loud what they think the object is. There are 2 more squares on the game board which provide a fun, dynamic twist to the game. There are purple Feel It squares and tan-coloured observation squares. There are 10 different types of Feel It cards that can either help or obstruct your journey to Palm Island. These cards range from stealing other people's clue swap cards or to having a duel with your opponent. The observation cards, player must try to recall, but with a twist. They must tell a story within the 30 seconds. Don't forget to use your clue swap cards during the game, as this is the key to winning. The first player to reach Palm Island is the champion of senses. Feel It, the game that brings you to your senses.